Good day and welcome to the One Piece Forum YouTube channel. I am Frankie15
And I'm Mapache.
and today we're going to be reviewing One Piece chapter 834.
My dream.
Um,
Big Mom's dream, obviously.
so the chapter's about, well, not the chapter. There's a small portion of the chapter which is about the title. A small tiny portion. So we'll talk about that later. So the chapter starts out with should we talk about the cover page was Bo Hancock with an image of Luffy.
Luffy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was cute. It's nice to see her again. I like her.
And then so the first part of the chapter is Sanji. And it's just reiterating that he uses his hands for cooking and not fighting. That's basically the whole point. He's got his handcuffs on.
Actually, we can just skip the first page.
Yeah.
Half of it was just the same like last week, and let's
Recap.
just skip to Jinbei.
Yeah. So the next part of the chapter is Pedro and Brook going into Whole Cake. Is it Whole Cake Island they're on?
I guess.
Just check a second. Anyway, yeah, they go into the island, and there's news around about Jinbei being a massive bitch and selling out on the Big Mom pirates.
Yeah.
And
Apparently, he not losing an arm or a leg or his head by
I don't know.
backing off.
Yeah.
And,
I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but anyway, we get to the point where Pedro and Brooke are talking about him, and Brooke says the most obvious things I've ever heard in my life about Jinbei, which I thought he already knew, about Jinbei being aligned to Big Mom. Big Mom being, that's why Fishman Island was protected by Big Mom, and all this kind of stuff. And it's like so obvious. I don't know why he had to explain it again, but okay.
I'm not sure if the Star Heads knew about it. I guess so.
It's so obvious though.
Maybe somebody can go check on Fishman Island.
Yeah.
But for us, for the readers, it wasn't really necessary to mention it again.
Yeah, I agree. So they go outside a window, and there's Purin inside talking to Tamago and some maids that are trying to dress her for the wedding. And she's talking about how she needs to be somewhere. So we assume that she needs to be with the Straw Hats. She wants to go there.
Indeed.
But
So
I don't
that
know.
she
It still seems like a trap. It still seems like the whole thing to send them to the Enchanted Woods was a trap. I don't know.
I think with this chapter, I think a little better of Purin, because she seems like she really wanted to meet them there and to warn them from the forest so that they wouldn't enter the forest, and she just couldn't get away from her.
But even so, if she couldn't, if she wasn't sure, she wasn't 100% sure, she'd be able to get away from her handlers, right? The people who were helping her and whatnot, right?
Maybe she.
And yet she still sent them to this place, which is incredibly dangerous.
Maybe she didn't think it through.
Yeah.
Or maybe she was sure that she could leave, and now she's just.
Yeah.
I mean, she might still mean something else, but I don't think so. Or like she really wants to go there to meet them and to help them, and that's why. Why would she say this otherwise?
Yeah, I do agree with you. I just feel like maybe she's just another idiot. That's for sure. So anyway, Tamago comes out and reveals the whole plot to Brooke and Pedro. Of they basically he tells them that they know everything about the Straw Hats being on the island, and now Pedro and Brooke can do something about that and make sure everything's good.
Then, after Brooke and Pedro, we go straight to the strangest part of the chapter, the weirdest part. First of all, the first shocking thing was this face Capone is making.
Yeah.
It would give me nightmares.
It's like a mixture of Caesar Clown and like Arlong or something.
Yeah. So and Smoker.
Yeah.
Don't forget the cigar.
The cigar, yeah.
And then the next shocking reveal, he has a child with Lola's sister,
Yeah.
who is Charlotte Chiffon. If
Chiffon.
it's Chiffon, I don't
Chiffon.
know if it's pronounced French or English.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
I'm gonna say chiffon.
Uh, who is probably the one we saw on the ship with
Yeah, I think so,
Sanji.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh God, that's
Yeah,
and
and the
he's
baby just
speaking
looks
all.
really weird.
Yeah, and the baby is
Yeah.
smoking and has a mustache.
Yeah.
Like on the first appearance, you see that the baby has. It looks like a cigar in its mouth. In his mouth, I'm not sure what it is.
So anyway, the whole scene is kind of weird. I don't really understand what it's supposed to serve. Or the fact that Pekoms is gonna get, I assume he's gonna get saved by someone. I can't see him dying from this. And
Yeah,
Pekoms is saying
someone.
that Beige Capone is underestimating Big Mom, but I don't understand how he's underestimating Big Mom. I thought he was on Big Mom's side. I don't understand.
Well, I guess he's not anymore. He's probably maybe he told Pekoms about his plan,
Yeah,
like
maybe,
all
yeah.
like all good villains do
Yeah.
before killing the protagonist.
Yeah.
And so he probably has a plan to, don't know, kill Big Mom or I don't know what.
Yeah.
And
I wonder if he'll do that from the back again.
now it's the second time he shoots Pekoms.
Yeah.
And I also think that he will be saved. And somebody on the forum, I think the name was Joy Boy, the member, mentioned that maybe Jinbei or his crew would save
Yeah.
Pekoms from that. Because I also can't see. Like, it looks very desperate with all those sharks. I
Yeah.
don't see how else he could be saved
I
if
agree with
not
that. Yeah.
by fishermen.
I mean, we know Jinbei can control sharks and stuff, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And
So-
they kind of look like, oh, I know, not whale sharks, but however.
So we're going to the next part of the chapter, and it's Caesar Clown talking to Big Mom, and I really like how he's talking, he's monologuing inside, and then like he's pulling all these faces. I didn't think it would happen, but Big Mom says like, "What's with that facial expression?" I really enjoyed that because I didn't think it like they'd even mention it.
She'd know, yeah.
I thought it was
Me
just like
neither.
an inside thing that he wasn't actually doing those facial expressions. It was just kind of like inside his mind, but he was actually doing the facial. That was
Another
funny.
face that would give me nightmares, together with Capone. The one at the bottom when he's talking about the woman from his favorite girls ship.
Wait, where?
When he's saying he spent all of his money on
Oh yeah.
booze and his favorite woman from the girls ship. I'd never have thought like this of Caesar. And I never wanted to. But now I have
I mean,
to.
he's a pretty evil dude, so I mean, I don't expect anything of him. He can do whatever the hell he wants. He's just evil.
Yeah, but not anymore.
No,
Now he's just a little whiny.
he's his mum's bitch.
Yeah.
That's what he is. So yeah, he explains to Big Mom that he can't do what he was doing anymore because of Luffy taking out the island, and then Big Mom's like, well, good luck. I mean, we've got this.
Yeah.
You can just use this. It's fine. And then he's like,
A new
shit.
laboratory made out of candy. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she gives him 2 more weeks, and instead of planning how he can research the gigantification, he rather thinks of how he can escape. And then the question, why does Big Mom want the gigantification science?
Yeah, we find out about her dream, which is to
Yeah,
have all races of her family sitting at the dinner table at eye level.
at eye level. And she means it really.
Yeah,
She means it as she says it.
it's
And
so weird.
I think, well, I can't think of any other relation between her dream and the gigantification, but why is it so important?
I don't know. It's so weird. Like, you are the she says to Caesar Clown that he is the integral part to her plan. He's the one that's going to make it work. I don't know. Maybe just I mean, I
Yeah.
imagine like Big Mom is so big. If she has sons and daughters, I mean, in reality, they're most likely going to be the same height as her. But what do I know?
Maybe also her,
Yeah.
I don't know, like the husbands and wives of her children. I don't know, like why would she spend so much money and time just into having people at the same height as her? Is it really, is that the thing? I'm still doubting
I mean,
if
it
we
seems
really
like
got
because
it,
she
but
says eye level, so I assume and on the picture everyone's smaller than her at the table, so I assume so.
so maybe
Also, we find out that
some, yeah,
maybe her children, so to speak, are not actually her children in birth, because we see her first son. What's he called? What's his name?
Pero.
Pero, right? And it says he's a candy human. He's the first son of Big Mom, but he's a candy human. So I'm assuming she like made a candy man, just made out of candy, and then using her power, brought him to life, and then gave him the devil fruit, being the lick fruit. I assume this is how it is because.
What a coincidence that it's Pero no Mi, and his name is Pero.
Yeah, exactly.
She must have planned it.
Yeah. Maybe it's like he's like her greatest creation. Sorry, I just completely. Say that again.
I don't think it's her greatest creation. It's just another nightmare-provoking face in this chapter.
Yeah. Anyway, we move on to the next part of the chapter, which is the last part of the chapter.
The last page.
Just a complete mindfuck where I'm just like don't have a clue how to even speculate what's gonna happen next. It's just so weird.
And Luffy being Luffy again.
Yeah.
I mean, we as readers, at least we get that all those people are reflections, illusions, and not the real deal. And he's like, why are you all acting so weird?
He's been such an idiot in the last few chapters. It's really quite annoying. But, I mean, what do you think's happening? I mean, obviously we know what's happening, but what do you think's going to happen from now on? How is he going to get out of this?
In the forest? You mean Luffy?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he will continue a little more, and then Big Mom's daughter, Brule, will show up again and attack him. I don't know. Like, she has probably already kidnapped Carrot, Nami, and Chopper.
Yeah. Or maybe Brooke and Pedro will come back and try and save them.
Yeah,
that could
maybe
happen.
they will meet up again.
Seeing as they know about the whole plot now.
I don't think so, actually. I think they will stick with their plan.
Yeah. It's probably better. They probably just maybe need to just trust Luffy that he'll get it done. And although I would never trust Luffy with anything.
Also, his last sentence. Whose idea was it to multiply? Like,
Yeah. So
concluded the chapter very well.
So what do you think? Question. So what do you think? Pedro and Brooke. For some reason, I find it really annoying to think of their names. I keep wanting to say Pekoms, but what do you think Pedro and Brooke are going to do now, knowing all this information?
I'm really not sure what they can do. Like, as you said, they will either go to search for Luffy to help him, because now they know Purin isn't there.
Yeah.
Or they just decide to go on and trust Luffy, as you said.
Yeah.
Not sure. I don't really care that much about it. I think I rather care about what's the deal with Jinbei. Like, I can't believe he really did that.
No, I mean, I'm not.
It must be a fake.
Yeah, I think it's fake, because he's a very honourable dude.
Yeah. So I'm still wondering what happened to him.
Yeah. And if we're right on the theory that Big Mom can only use her power of taking life away if you cower down from her, if we use that theory like we did from the last chapter we did, it wasn't the last chapter, a while ago, then if he did that, then he would get his life taken away. So I'm not sure he would do that. If the theory that we made is right.
Yeah. But
so
and also why another question, why would whoever publishes this newspaper, it's surely not the Marines or the world government, why would they put this like, I think it's not true, but why would they put this news story in the newspaper?
Propaganda.
Probably because he did something heroic that they don't
Yeah.
want anybody to know.
Probably, yeah.
Whatever this will be. Okay, this was the last thought.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what heroic thing he could have done because he couldn't have killed Big Mom because she's still here. So, yeah. Anyway, what did you rate the chapter rating?
9 out of 10.
Really? That's very high.
Because it was so random. And as another good member said, Tony, it was like reading 2 chapters actually. There was so much happening.
There was a lot.
And
Yeah.
so much dialogue, so
Yeah.
much information.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 out of 10.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I'm really pleased in the like circulation of the Punk Hazard plot. You know, with the giantification, why he was doing that is because Big Mom wanted it.
Yeah.
Like everything from Punk Hazard has just come back in a full circle. Like there was the Devil Fruits for Doflamingo, then going out to Kaido for his crew, and then coming back to this. I think it's really cool, and I like that
Yeah.
plot point. I really like it. Yeah. So 8 out of 10.
It's very
Yeah.
good for your standards.
Yeah,
I
it's
think.
pretty good. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, are we gonna say bye now?
Yes.
Remember
first-
to like, comment, and subscribe. Is that what you're gonna
Exactly.
say?
And join the forum
Yeah.
and discuss the chapter and
Yeah.
everything else.
Okay. See you later.
See you.